All right, I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of the lab number 3 report and the lab number 3 results, so you guys can prepare your lab number 3 report. Um, so if you begin looking at the output, we have here two independent variables, apology and remorse. Recall for lab number 3, people wrote about a time when someone apologized to them and was not remorseful, or apologized to them and was remorseful, or they wrote about a time when they did not apologize and they were remorseful, or they did not apologize and they were not remorseful. So we end up with a 2x2 factorial design with two independent variables, apology and remorse, and one dependent variable, forgiveness. Now, if you recall from the lecture last time, we predicted that those in the apology condition would report more forgiveness than the no apology condition. Those in the remorse condition would predict more forgiveness than the no remorse condition, and that there would be a significant interaction such that people would be the most forgiving when there was an apology and remorse, and the least forgiving when there was no apology and no remorse. So the first place we look here is in our table with descriptive statistics. Now this has this broken down into the different conditions. So these are here the people who did not apologize and either showed no remorse or were remorseful. So we can see here, again, these means are for forgiveness. They're rated on a 7-point scale from 1 to 7. So higher numbers mean more forgiveness. We can see that 4.55, they're more forgiving when there is remorse compared to when there's no remorse, even if there's no apology. We look again here in the apology condition. So now these are when people did apologize and there was either no remorse or there was remorse. So when they did apologize and there was no remorse, 2.72, that's very low on that forgiveness scale. Again, it's from 1 to 7. When they did apologize, when there was remorse and an apology, we had 4.10, indicating slightly higher forgiveness or higher forgiveness when there was an apology with remorse. Overall, looking for apologies, so looking at apologies overall, so this is the no apology total, the apology total, right? People are actually a little bit more forgiving when there was no apology compared to when there was, but I would say that's probably not a significant difference. And looking at the remorse, people are overall significantly more forgiving when there was remorse compared to when there was no remorse. I would say that's probably a significant effect. So we scroll down here and we look. You might notice if you were in class on Thursday that these results are slightly different. Part of the reason was I found what we would call acquiescent responding in the data set. Some students or some respondents had just circled 7s all the way down. So I got rid of those cases. There was one, maybe 2. And once I got rid of them, the results changed and were a little bit clearer. So when we look down here, we look in this apology. We look here for apology. We see that there was no significant effect of apology. There was a significant effect of remorse, and there was no significant interaction between apology and remorse. We can scroll down and we can kind of look here and see what's going on. It seems like that our data show that when someone is remorseful, regardless of whether or not they apologize, they actually show more forgiveness than when they show no remorse and there was no effect of an apology. So those are the results. Look at the notes from the factorial designs to see how to write up results section. I will also post a link to a website that has some more information about how to write up a results section for this 2x2 ANOVA that we ran. If you have questions about this, certainly email me, and lab number 3 will be due next week, so check Moodle for that deadline.